Yo, what's good? How's it going? Look, I'm glad you're here. My name is Albert Williams III, and welcome back to Uncommon Legend. And today we have another guest. And yeah, would you like to introduce yourself and who you are and a little bit about what you do? We were talking a little bit before the show started, but just introduce yourself and kind of tell us who you are.
Oh, thanks for having me, bro. It's an honor. I love connecting with other creators online. I'm Guil Dormeus. I'm a podcast engineer, podcast producer, photographer, writer, artist, visual artist. So far as
Mm,
drawing, not like musically. I have no rhythm at all, and just an overall creative. And
mm,
I just love creating, and I love sharing my knowledge, my skills with other people. I also teach in a way, like I do consulting. So I teach a lot of people. I work with a few nonprofits. I work with, I have an outreach program that I work with at-risk youth. So I'm always learning, teaching, and just overall just being a creative.
man, that's awesome. Well, Gil, thanks so much for being here. That's really awesome. And I think that speaks to, what I'd like to incorporate here on this channel, on this podcast is just, normal people, right? Just living like extraordinary lives. And we were talking a little bit before this, and you have a full-time job that's not content creating. Could you explain or could you unpack, like your not your full-time job, but just the the management, right? Of how you keep things of like you go and work this 9 to 5 or 8 to 4, whatever, right? You work this time frame and then you come back as a creator and and you're doing the working with nonprofits and consulting. Like, how did you get into that? And what do you look forward to doing with it like in the future?
So I'm going to correct you on that. I don't stop creating.
Right,
Even
right,
at my
right. Okay,
full-time
okay.
job, I'm
Yeah.
consistently thinking about creating. I could
Mm,
be, doing a major breakdown job. I could
mm-hmm.
be doing something totally different and left. And my mind is also like, you know what? I should probably do a cool thing with this camera. I should probably
Yeah.
try this new feature. Like I'm always thinking about creating, even writing scripts or just
Mm-hmm.
thoughts and ideas. So my brain never stops creating. I
Yeah.
will be in full blown conversation, and sometimes like if I'm doing a repair on a piece of equipment or if I'm
Mm,
working with my wife, an
mm,
idea will spark. And
yeah.
there's, I forget who says this, but there's always an idea that you always start getting a dope idea when you're doing something outside of what you're doing. So
Yeah.
I love having a full-time job and working on other things because they kind of trigger these creative things that I do. But
Right.
yeah, so to answer your question, it's always, I know some people would say work life balance. Yeah, they have work life balance.
Mm,
And I, I'm happy to say that's almost non existent. It's not like a thing that truly exists because if you, if you want work life balance, sometimes you are admitting to be in mediocrity in a way. Like you want, all right, I'm going to settle for this. It can be like this, but I'm going to put myself in this situation. So I like to put myself in a state where I like what I do. So if I don't like what I do, I could change it so that way I could do the things that I want to do. And I guess that's almost like a work life balance, but not really because I'm
right.
consistently working and I love it. So if you like to work, like to create, like to connect with other people, you just have to like really just enjoy it. And that's my thing. I really enjoy working. I really
Yeah.
enjoy teaching. I really enjoy creating, and
Mm,
it's chaotic. So I'd be getting off work sometimes, late night,
right.
but on my mind at work, I'm thinking about this podcast, things that I'm gonna
Mm,
say, think about my
yeah.
camera settings, setting up my camera.
Yeah.
I'm currently building a PC that's over here.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
always thinking of amazing things to do while I'm
Right.
at work, while I'm creating. I'm thinking about other stuff. So it's
Yeah.
nonstop.
Yeah. So, I guess what you're tapping into is just like the entrepreneurial spirit, right? And how, yeah, you can go work, right? But like you're always thinking and dreaming. So for me, like in my day to day, I feel like I'm in the same lane where, I'm thinking about this thing and my wife all the time tells me like, hey, you gotta stop. Like, like you're actually doing too much. And like she was like, I know you well enough that you won't stop. So I'm going to tell you to stop, which I appreciate because Lord knows I get myself into trouble that way. And I have overworked myself into the hospital. So
Yeah,
I have
same.
to, yeah.
I've done that. I've done that as well to the point where I'm just like, I don't know where to stop.
Mm.
I feel like I was created and then God was like, man, I forgot to install the brakes.
Yeah, I was like, dang, we can't put that in late, can we? You know,
Yeah, yeah, no, we can't put that. Okay, he won't be okay. I mean,
yeah, get,
he'll be okay. He'll be okay.
yeah,
Just let
give him
that
some
one
good
slide.
fuel.
Got a 14-day warranty. Parents could return it later on, but they didn't. So
Hey, look, that's just how it be, man. Like I think that's just part of it. Like I think when you're built with the creator mindset, which is so funny because I feel like years ago when I was growing up, when you were growing up, you know, like creator wasn't a thing. I feel like that's been a term more coined at like post COVID. You know, some I guess more it would have been more of an artist, but now creator kind of expands artistry, and that we're not just thinking about
yeah,
writers, painters, and musicians, but thinking about people that create with a camera, or like people that do more things, and how you realize that anybody and everybody can be a creator. And so could you unpack a little bit more on like you're at work and you're thinking about the thing? Because I think a lot of times people just think like, oh man, I'm just at work. And so it's like before they can even start the idea, they stop themselves because they are at their like 9 to 5 job. So like unpacking how, because you've already said it, but I guess like just go a little deeper in terms of like how that fuels what you do. Like once you're at work and then you get home and then you get to do the thing.
I'll tell you this. Like years ago, I used to work at this factory job. It was
Mm.
super physically intensive, and it was like manual labor. You're like pretty much running. You're putting stuff on pallets. You're wrapping pallets, loading into a truck. And
Yeah.
guys would be listening to music. They'll listen to their
Mm.
music. They'll listen to the Drought Three, the Little Waynes, the Jay
Yeah.
Z's, and listen to music. And I I partook in that, and it was like I gotta listen to like motivational music. I gotta go. And
Yeah.
then I remember I started listening to this audiobook, James Allen, As a Man Thinketh. And
Oh
I
my
would
gosh.
listen, I read the
Yes.
book and
Yes.
and I stumbled upon the audiobook
Yeah.
and I was like, oh cool. I could just download this.
one
And I
hour.
downloaded it and it shuffled on my phone's music player. And I was like,
Wow.
I'll skip like wait, hold on. Let me listen to this while I'm at work. And
Yeah.
then I just started changing my mindset and just listening to stuff while I'm doing the hard, annoying, physical, grotesque work. And then that was like 2000, maybe like 2011. And just started like listening to YouTube videos. So if I had a
Yeah.
big project coming for a client outside of work, I would watch or listen to YouTube videos, which is the power of YouTube Premium. You can like listen to a YouTube video and not have to like keep your phone on. So I
Right. Right.
have this habit of listening, learning consistently. Like I
Mm.
built my PC because hey, I might be driving somewhere, I might be at work at on break or lunch, and I'm just watching the video or listening to it. So I'm
Yeah.
always consistently working. We have opportunities to learn, and I just make like we have multiple opportunities to learn. So instead of me just lollygagging at work, like work sucks, this is horrible, I hate my life, it sucks. I'm like, hey, there's an opportunity here for a quick 15-minute break where I can pop a headphone in and learn something real quick and then utilize those skills outside of work. Like it's
Mm.
or use those skills at work because
Yeah.
your job, if you could learn to make your job better, you'd make it better for everybody else at work and
Yeah.
yourself, and you could probably get paid more.
Yeah.
But yeah, as for me, I'm always learning, and I think as like a creator, you have to learn. Like you have to
Mm.
be willing to learn. So, and you have the opportunity to learn at every moment of the day.
Right.
And again, I don't have breaks, so I might be different. I'm always consistently learning, challenging myself. Hey, I sucked at this before.
Mhm.
Here's how I can, let's see how I can do now versus a few months ago. Oh, great.
Yeah.
I did that. What's next? Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's good stuff. Yeah, no, that's so good. Me and my buddy Trey were on here like a few episodes back, and we were talking about that same thing. It's just like, he talked about the training montage in like movies and how we just don't see those as often. But like, and it's because society does not think about like the grind, right? Like, at least not in a non-aesthetic kind of way. I think aesthetically, everybody wants to talk about the grind, right? You know, it's like, oh, how to make $1 million, or like even being on YouTube, like, oh, how to get to 1,000 YouTubers fast. And it's like, I don't like, or subscribers, I'm sorry. But like, I personally, what's the point of getting there fast if you never learn anything in the process of doing it? And like never understand like this is why I want to get there, and like this is why I want to be successful. And I think what you're unpacking is like the why, and I think that's huge because a lot of times we don't start with it. Shout out to Simon Sinek, but like a lot of times we don't start with why, and I think your why. It sounds like your why was very much like.
And it's a lot of people too, like you said, they don't like show the grind.
Mm,
I've been doing like shadow, like a lot of people have been shadowing me. So I started opening
mm,
that up because I do consulting. So I started
yeah,
allowing people to shadow me, and they've come to my home studio because I also produce podcasts here, engineer podcasts here for clients. And they're like, oh, I want to see you do your thing. And I'm like, yeah, cool. And then it's exciting. Clients come in, we start recording, I start chit chat with them. And my friends, they'll be on their phone, like lollygagging or
yeah,
whatever. It's like, hey, you're missing the whole process. This is
yeah,
the work. My
yeah,
client coming in, I'm making them feel welcome, making them feel
right,
warm, making them feel comfortable. Because if I just say, all right, record, they're hostile, maybe nervous. So
mm,
like I tell my friends like, hey, watch the whole process. They
right,
come in, I get them excited, get them super, you know, it energetic to record. They produce
mm-hmm,
something great, and then they leave. And my friend's like, all right, cool, that was dope. It was like, we're not done yet. We have to edit. We have to go back, maybe like fix a few things. And they're like, whoa, you have to do this for every podcast. I'm like, not
yeah,
everyone wants them edited, but a lot of times you do have to go back and fix something, or maybe I messed
yeah,
up something, or maybe I overlooked something. And
right,
it's constant learning. Like
mm,
you have to keep doing it. There's no such thing as I got a system, this system works. Yeah,
mm,
maybe for like automation stuff, like a lot of YouTube automation or whatever automation stuff, and where you don't
yeah,
have a passion for it. There's a lot, those faceless YouTube channels. Thank
yeah,
goodness that they're about to go away. But
yeah,
there are a lot of those that are just chat GPT prompts. Learn this. It's a faceless channel, and they're not even
yep,
creating. And
no,
they could just crank out a million videos,
thousands of
get
videos,
a
yeah,
get a YouTube plaque and everything, and learn nothing,
nothing,
and don't have any skills other than I know how to make money by doing nothing. And then
mm,
when the zombie apocalypse hits, they have no skills or
exactly,
trade. So I mean, I
yeah,
rather
exactly,
I rather like learn, grow, share. Like I'll learn, grow it, like, and I'll master it, and then share it,
mm,
and then like learn something else. That's my whole process.
yeah,
That's me for everything in
right.
every capacity.
Yeah, it's kind of like that thing of I'd rather be a soldier in a garden than a gardener at war. It's
Yeah,
I would much
yeah,
rather be overqualified because of my skill set, kind of thinking, than go, oh shoot, I can't because I just never worked on it, and thus like my skills atrophied. Yeah, I think that's really awesome, man. And I appreciate you how you said it, because I think a lot of times we talk around the thing and we don't talk about like the specific thing, and like I just really appreciate your I mean, it's just simple, It's like, dude, it ain't that hard. Just do the thing, like just work, and allow that to build you.
and also like my whole thing too is I love conversation, and
Mm,
I can't show my camera, but my camera, I have a
right.
Sony A7 IV, and I have like this coffee
Yeah.
brown silicon cover over it. Not like it's
Mm,
not a skin, but more like a cover, like a little phone case.
uh huh.
And I always bring my camera around me,
Yep.
around everywhere I go, and
Yep.
people always ask, "Hey, what is that? What camera is that?" If it were
Uh.
just no skin, no cover, there'd be no
Yep.
conversations. So I
No.
love conversation. My truck, I turned it into this content creator behemoth thing where I accessorized it with
Yeah.
equipment. So it's like people would see it. What do you do?
Yeah.
Podcast. Tell me more. So and it's like even the same thing for cameras and
Hmm.
videography. Like I'm learning my skill set because I actually love it, but also I love having conversations with people who know about it.
Hmm.
Those are great conversations. And then for people who don't know about photography, videography, there's like plenty of opportunities and routes for dialogue. And
Mm,
that's what I genuinely love to do. Like, I genuinely just love having conversations with people and creating content, learning about content. It's the easiest way to do that.
man, yeah. No, that's huge. And I appreciate that a lot. And with that, do you say that, your conversations have opened doors that it's an obvious, but like, would you say that it's open doors that you never thought were possible with that? Just be willing to like
But
bring your camera around.
yeah, 100, one, not 100%, 1 billion%. Just
Yeah.
bringing my camera around has created so much opportunities, but also, um, like, where the stuff that you wear. So I'll tell
Mm,
you a story. I was, I think I just came out of the hospital. I don't remember what it was. Actually, I came from NAB, National Association of Broadcaster, and I got
okay.
sick. And I got really sick, really bad. But when I left there, I got a bunch of like shirts from different companies and brands, and one of them
Mm,
was this podcast company called Libsyn. So I'm just coming out of the hospital, just got some like a prescription for whatever the doctor gave me, and I went
yeah.
to this. Well, you have a Publix near you, so I went to a Publix,
Hmm.
and I'm wearing my Libsyn shirt. Content, it's a content creator shirt, and
Yeah.
I say this all the time. Like I said, I always like having conversations, and
Yeah.
I'm not into sports. I'm not necessarily into a lot of like name brand stuff. I don't wear name brand. Like this shirt has no brand. Like if I'm
Hmm.
going to be doing anything to promote, I'm promoting myself or promoting
Yeah.
stuff that I'm actually that I actually use. So
Yeah.
Libsyn was one of the first and oldest podcast hosting platforms. So I
Wow.
proudly wear the shirt. And
Yeah.
I'm walking around the Publix, and there's this woman on the phone. She like double looks, and she like runs beelines towards me and says, "Do you know what that is?" And I'm like, "What?" So confused,
No,
sick,
I just got it on.
annoyed. What are you talking about? What is that? Your shirt. Do you know what that is? I was like, "Yeah, this is Libsyn." Are you a podcaster? Yeah, I'm a podcast engineer. She was on the phone. She's like, "Hey, I got to call you back." She hooked me up with a few opportunities, and now we have a great relationship, all because I decided to wear a shirt.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm pretty sure you can say the same thing for if you wear any other shirt, but I don't know if you could wear a Kobe Bryant shirt, what opportunities will be afforded to you other than,
Yeah.
hey man, he was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
So that's where my brain works. How can I maximize my potentiality for success? I'm
Mm,
going to wear something and attract somebody who's doing the same thing that I'm doing or trying to do or
yeah.
wants to learn what I'm doing.
Right.
That's my whole thing. Bringing my camera around, I can't tell you how many times I just have my camera, go to a space, shoot for free, and they're like, I shoot for free and I knock it out the park. Give
Yeah.
them the photos. I have an A7 IV. I can give
Mm,
them the photos immediately,
right.
wirelessly. And I was
Yeah.
like, peace, here's my card, here's my email.
Yeah.
Hey, we would like you to come back to shoot photos. Wow, I went on your Instagram. I see that you also do podcasts.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, we need to book you. And it happens all the time.
Right. Yeah. No, that's awesome, man. Like I think so many times that we get so caught up in really just the social media aspect. As much as I love social media and I think it's a really good tool, it also just burns me up because I was talking to my wife about this the other day. I'm like, man, we don't even sit down to like watch stuff anymore. Like we just want everything, just hurry up, fast pace. And, so kind of going back to the grind, but like and having conversations, right? Slowing down. Like, I guess my thing is like slowing down enough to be present in this moment to see where this could lead me. And I think it also like it sounds like, and because we were talking a little bit more about this ahead of time, you got a servant's heart, like, and I think that's huge. And like, being servant hearted makes you want to not just serve yourself, but to serve others, to love others. And in the process, I mean, heck, if you can make $1, great. It's like,
Yeah.
I'll take that too.
Yeah.
I'll serve you for free, but also to be compensated for my skills, I don't mind that either. But like, I think it's like, it's not a selfish kind of thing of like, oh, I'm only doing this for me, but it's like, I'm doing this to get better, but it's to get better to help you. And I think that is a really great quality and something that's not mainstream. And I think more people should have that for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So
Yeah. I always have this quote in my head where I'm like, if you can't be used, you're useless.
Mm,
And that always goes back to what I said, me passionately learning skills so I could help people. Even when I was a kid, I'd see my dad, see my uncles, and
mm,
other male figures in the family
yeah.
working on vehicles, changing spark plugs, changing tires. And I remember at a super duper young age, like dangerously young,
Mm,
changing car tires and learn that, master
yeah.
that, and helping my dad change the oil in our
Yeah.
like our Dodge Plymouth, and
Mm,
just him telling me what to do and then doing it. And then when my other family members, the women in my family, hey, they'll call the house because there was no
mm,
cell phones back then. So and so broke down their tires flat. Ride my bike or whatever, or walk to where they are
yeah.
broken down at, change the tire. They drive me to McDonald's or Burger King for like a meal and then take me home.
Yeah.
That I learned, oh, cool. So I learned a skill. I was able to help somebody.
Mm,
That transferred into learning computers. Oh, I'm going to learn how to fix computers. So when a
right.
computer breaks down in the house, I could be able to fix it.
Mm,
Learned that. My dad took me in high school to a vocational school. So all through ninth through 11th grade, I was at a
mm,
vocational school
yeah.
outside of high school. So I guess my mentality of like consistently learning and growing
Mm-hmm.
happened at a young age because ninth grade to 11th grade, after school, I'll go to a vocational school with adults to
Wow.
learn how to install, build a computer, and all that
Wow.
stuff.
Yeah.
So then I took those skills and became the person in the family to fix computers, do whatever. And then, yeah, so my whole, I guess my whole life, I guess, has been like of service, learn
Wow.
something to help others.
Yeah. Man. So with that, could you, because we were talking a little bit about like faith earlier, could you unpack like your faith and how how that's also like impacted you personally?
For sure. I grew up Seventh Day Adventist.
Okay.
I'm no longer Seventh Day Adventist,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't want to use the word spiritual. I guess you could say that I'm Christian. Just I don't
Yeah.
know, non-denominational. I haven't been to a church in forever. And I grew up from a young age in the church.
Mm,
I started in the technology department working with the
yeah.
cameras, and then eventually I started an art program in my church teaching kids how to draw, paint, and then I became a youth leader at my
Mm,
church, and it
yeah.
was a lot. It was super exciting to be 17, 18, a youth leader preaching every
Yeah.
Saturday. Well, seven Adventists go to church on Saturday.
Saturdays. Yeah.
It's a Friday for Sabbath. It's Saturday, and I did that for till maybe I was like 21. Got married, and me and my wife just left the church. Like we just,
Wow.
all right, we're good.
Yeah.
But as far as how it impacts
Man.
me today, it's still the same. Like I still keep those same values. Do unto others as you want done unto yourself. I love King Solomon. He's been like the person that inspires me.
Mm,
And it's like as much as I would like to go back to the church, I still feel
mm,
like I hold those values, and it'd be great. Every once in a while, I'll go with my mother-in-law. Me and my wife and my mother-in-law will probably go visit my parents' church that I grew up in. But yeah, yeah, I'd say definitely my whole personality persona was all right. We're in the church. You just be a good person. That's it.
yeah. 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 I was just curious because like I think everybody one, even though like I'm a pastor, I'm not like this holier than thou kind of person. Like I'm not going to out the people in my life. I'm not gonna speak too loud, but yes, context clues. But like, I mean, like I always joke, and I'm like, well, shoot, man, I'm the sinner and I'm the pastor, so like I work with college students. Like a lot of things that happen or talked about, like I'm so chill. Now, one of my biggest things is just like personal integrity. Like, don't say that this is your standard, and then you're trying to hold other people to a standard that you can't hold. So like I'm very big on like that personal side of like don't sit here and ridicule somebody for something that literally So a lot of times with college students, like they're like, man, I saw such and such. I'm in Statesboro, Georgia, and there's this bar here called the Blue Room. And even though the students say no one calls it the Blue Room, and it's like, well, how would I know because I'm not there? But and it's like, and I'm not
Yeah,
against drinking, like I like me a nice I like me a nice like Jack and Coke, right? And something I can chill with and nurse on for the rest of the night because my pancreas can only handle like one drink. But
yeah,
I'm not against it, I just for health reasons I can't overindulge literally.
yeah, exactly.
And yeah, but like I mean, dude, they'll be like, man, I saw them doing this, 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 this. Well, I'm like, yeah, but I know that you did this, but we're not gonna talk about that, are we? So like,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
I'm a big personal
I
integrity
think
guy.
for yeah, I think for me it was also that,
Mm,
and I would never forget me being. I'm a big anime fan, and
yes,
I'll never
sir.
forget I was 18
Solo
years old,
leveling.
and there was a oh yeah,
Yeah,
so there's this anime called Gundam Seed,
yeah.
and I had posted a photo on my Facebook, and one of the not the youth, but one of the elders, adult elders who was I guess coaching me at the time, he
Hmm.
saw the post and he was like, he called me like immediately, and he commented something like something strange. Don't partake in society, some Bible verse. I don't remember what it was, and he called me. I'm like, whoa, what's going on? He's
Yes.
like, hey, you can't be posting these stuff. You're supposed to be an example. You don't know where these people take their inspiration. It was something like, you don't know where these people take their inspiration from, and you
They'd hate to
can't
see me
just
coming.
be misled. And then like, yeah, and I was like, what?
Yeah.
What? Like, it was. I was so taken aback because it wasn't. Instantly, I started to judge other people. I'm like, but you got
Mm,
these other guys literally
yeah.
doing this and that, and I like
Hmm.
Japanese anime.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
What? It just was so asinine, and that
Yeah.
was like one of the things. And I'm also a community person. Like, I have a
Hmm.
group of friends that I like to do stuff with,
Yeah.
and I back in the day I was pretty much into competitive laser tag. That was a thing, and
Yeah.
having something to resemble a gun was
Oh my
bad.
god.
Then I
Yeah.
would do video game tournaments. So
Uh.
I'd host. I literally would host Smash Brothers Brawl. Well, Brawl didn't
Yes.
come out yet. No, yeah, Brawl did
Yeah.
come out. Yeah,
Yeah.
Smash Brothers Brawl tournaments, and
Yeah.
then I would do that outside of church. And then I was like, you know what? This is a great fundraiser. I'm on the board, on the treasury board. I'm the youth leader. We need funds. Let me bring people from society outside
Yeah.
to come into my church to play the Smash Brothers tournament that I'm doing out there. And then people at my church could partake, and we would raise funds. And it was very like pushy, tuggy, because we're bringing people from outside, influencing other people. I was like,
Mm,
yeah, I'm okay. I'm 100% sure now those issues are non-existent because I think more people have become more lenient and understanding how things work. But when
yeah.
I was 17, 18, it was annoying. I'm 36 now, so I'm pretty sure those people are like more aware of how the world actually works and how you can utilize the things outside of the church or society to
Yeah.
better serve the people in the church.
Yeah. Yeah, no, for sure. It's like that thing of like because I'm in seminary and I do all this studying and reading scripture and all these things, reading all these big books that are hard to read. I've still come to realize, and I continue to like work out of like that. If in the beginning, God calls this thing good, right? Then why are we trying to call this?
Hmm.
Like if all these things are created, if He created us to create, like to cultivate community, to be in life together, you know, why are we trying to sit here and diminish like the sacred worth of someone or something that is probably a lot better than we could have realized, but if we just immediately shun it because we just don't know it, then that's just stupid. And, like not that the person's stupid, but that way of thinking is stupid, like it's just not it's not conducive to a loving and caring environment. So I hear you, man. Yeah. And I'm sorry that, you had to learn the lesson and then learn it that way. But I'm glad that you you stuck to who you were, and like, well, shoot, I'm just gonna watch anime. I don't care, like, because anime is great. Like, if you've never
Watch,
watched
yeah,
anime, guys,
yeah,
like, come on,
big time. I started an anime podcast, so I'm
dog,
excited.
dog. Yes, me and my boy been trying to start one. Well, he's been saying he wants to start one, and then I've literally just been like, come on, like, let's just do it, bro. Like, why are we waiting? Like, let's just do it. He's
Yeah,
like, well, I gotta say, I'm
I
like, no,
just
let's just do it.
just do it. My whole thing was just go. The name is the anime group chat.
Mm,
Like I wanted to be like a conversation with multiple people. You could come into the chat. Oh, it's like a text group. All
yeah,
right, so and so's coming to the chat, and you just talk about anime. And I have the YouTube channel already.
yeah,
I posted a couple of videos, but now I want
okay,
to just like start doing interviews and just talk
yeah,
about anime.
yeah. Shoot,
My
count
whole
me in,
goal is
bro.
to just talk about anime with people.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's awesome. Yeah. How would you say that anime has inspired you personally? I'm just curious now.
Was that?
I said, how would you say that anime has like inspired you personally? Like, just out of curiosity.
Oh, and every okay, I think a lot of people give up. They
Mm,
give up really easily, especially if something is too hard or difficult.
yeah.
And I have literally seen so much manga, anime of
Hmm.
characters overcoming obstacles, and it's like it's basically letting me know, oh, so and so went through that. I
Yeah.
could go through that too. Oh, I remember when
Mm,
he started here, and
yeah.
he go there. Like I treat my life as an RPG as well, like a role playing game. Like you
Hmm.
always start at the bottom, have
Yeah.
no skills, no experience, and I'll be at work learning how to fix a particular thing that I had no idea. And
Right.
in my head, I would say level up, skill acquired. Like I would literally say that to myself, and it's like I would see it. I would see
Hmm.
I'll see the thing in my mind, and I was like, I learned that. Okay, cool. Like my the greatest level up for me was this my new gaming PC that I got over here. I
Yeah.
haven't built one since I became an adult.
Yeah.
I used to do them a lot when I was a kid.
Hmm.
Obviously things change, and it's
Yeah.
like to challenge myself and do that was like a level up. I got experience points, and a lot of anime is like that. The character starts at the bottom,
Or at the
they
bottom.
go through so much adversity. They start at the bottom, then they get up to where they are. And to me, it's
Yeah.
like one of my favorite anime quotes is "Don't believe in yourself, believe in the me that believes in you." That's Gurren
Mm,
Lagann, and
mm,
it's like one of the main protagonists. His name is Simone, and he's
yeah.
us. He's everybody. Well, we don't
Yeah.
believe in ourselves. Like, oh man, I can't do that. I'm at the bottom. I'm underground. There's no way I can get up to the surface. And then this his not even a side. His friend. He's like, nah, man, don't believe in yourself.
Yeah.
Believe in the me that believes in you, because other people have more faith in you than you have in yourself. So
Mm,
that person that I know that I believe in that
yeah.
person because he's
Yeah.
big, and
Yeah.
that always hits me. So I think about that all the time, man. Like
Right.
it anime motivates me. It inspires me.
Yeah.
It's like, why would I want to consume something that is super dark, evil, and with no hope, and
Yeah.
just sickening? And I get it.
Right.
Like some people do like different sources, types of media,
Right.
but
Right.
anime to me always has a glimmer of hope. And I
For
noticed a
sure.
lot of people would watch. There's nothing wrong with these other reality TV shows,
Yeah.
but it's like there is, I don't know. I never really liked watching a show that has no message or
Yeah.
like underlying message of like positivity
Mm,
and like just growth. Like, hey, you can learn this, you can do this too. Like Love Island. I don't
yeah.
get the point. I mean, not that it's bad. Bad is Bad Girls Club. Like a lot
It's
of these
stupid.
shows that are like,
It's so stupid.
I'm like, I get reality. Like I
Yeah.
get it. And I could honestly say I watch Pop the Balloon every Wednesday because I'm so curious to see what people do. Like for me, that's like I'm like, I'm like, wait, what?
That's a
You do
guilty
what?
pleasure.
Okay, cool. But also check out their Instagrams,
Yeah.
and a lot of them I've found do like a lot of those are like expats, I think we call them, like, or nomads. Like a
Uh-huh.
lot of them go on the show just to promote their YouTube channel or just to promote their business, and it's
Man.
always interesting to see, and just I don't know, I like it for that reason. But other
Yeah.
than that, I'm like, I don't really care for reality TV.
Mhm. Yeah.
And anime is just super inspiring for
Mm.
me at least.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just there for the story. And of course, just like anything else, there's also trash anime that's just a
Yeah.
money grab for that the
Yeah.
studio's creating, just like anything else. But that is like neither here or there.
Right. Yeah. No, definitely. There's always gonna be bad, somewhere, But yeah, no, you said that one quote and it made me think about Black Clover. I literally rewatched it like this past summer just because I had time.
Yeah.
And like, oh my
Asta
gosh.
is the best.
I cried so
Asta
much.
is to me the one of the yeah, Asta is the best, man. Like one thing about Asta is I started reading the manga before it came out, and I was
Oh,
like, "Oh, this is gonna be huge. This
yeah.
is this is this is gonna be huge, man." And
Yeah.
then I started watching it, and it's just so good. It's
Great.
so good. My magic is never giving up. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Dude, when Fuegoleon looks at
That's his
Noel,
magic, never giving up.
yeah. Fuegoleon looks at Noel and goes, there's no shame in being weak. There's only shame in staying weak. And I was like,
Yeah,
I felt that.
yeah. So that yeah, and that's another thing too. Like, man, there's a quote from Berserk. You ever watch Berserk?
I haven't. I haven't. I need to. It's been like on the
Yeah,
list.
it's so good, man. It's all it's there's a quote, what did he say? He's like, "What am I doing here in this miserable place?" And I think about that a lot. Like, what are you doing here? Like, what are we
Mm,
like you put yourself in that situation.
yeah.
So you have to fight through it and
Yeah.
then go beyond it.
Yeah.
Just keep going and
Yeah.
growing. I don't know. There's so much anime quotes that I could think about. I'm a big
So many.
Naruto fan. Naruto's filled with great
Man.
quotes. Yeah.
Am I perspiring?
But yeah, anime.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
These fools can never make
Oh,
me sweat.
Madara. That was crazy. That was like one of my favorite like big aura moments. And I
Bro.
remember just feeling like, what? Yeah, man. Nah, I love anime, man. Like even the quote that I think about a lot is when Madara declared, "My guy, you are the strongest of them
Strongest.
all." I'm like,
Yes.
oh man, this dude deserves it. This
Yeah.
dude deserves it. Like,
Broke every
and
bone
it's
in his
it's it's
leg.
like Mike Guy and Rock Lee are like humans. Like
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
world of Naruto, everybody's
They're
doing all this
humans.
crazy stuff. Yo, but here's what happens when you work really, really hard.
Yeah. You can just throw
You know?
hands. Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep up with the best.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Man. That's
I
good
love
stuff.
anime.
Yeah. It's great, man. Like everybody should watch it, but don't you just got to check it out for yourself. Like there's plenty of starters that like we could give, but I think in reality, it's just you just got to start. Go shonen for sure. Go shonen. But
Yeah.
like I mean, it's just you just got to watch it for yourself. To wrap us up, I guess, do you have any questions for me? I always like just try to give it over to other folks. And if they have any questions for me as we talk that they were just thinking about. So anything.
Yeah, I mean, one question like what is something that you're struggling with creatively?
Man. Yeah, I guess, I guess the biggest thing is probably just building that audience because I know what I want to do. I know I want to motivate, inform, inspire, but it's like building an audience that consistently engages in this world that is very saturated.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel like I'm in the same boat. Like literally,
Mm,
like I'm trying to build an audience, but it's like I think everybody's moving so fast and it's so saturated and I don't know. Like I wanted to try to build a community. Like right now, I have a photography group. We have like 40 members, I think,
hmm
and we meet up. Or we try to meet up like every other Saturday or every last Saturday of the month. I think we've had like a couple meetings so far, and we do workshops, and it's great. But I want it to be more, and I want it to
mm,
be like super engaging. Like even though we have like 40 members, every time we have an event, it's always maybe like a handful of people show up, like 10 or
right.
whatever.
Yeah.
We have like a group chat. We're trying to like fortify have people. We have an Instagram page, and we will post photos from people in the group. But
Yeah.
it's like I want it to be like more. I want it to be everybody just like that's what I want. But it's just gonna take a lot of time to like nurture it and
Yeah.
let it grow. But I feel like we just got to keep going, bro. So
Yeah.
we just got to keep doing, got to keep showing up for ourselves, posting and solving problems. Like that's my
Mm,
main whole thing. Like, all right, what are people struggling with? What is something that I can do to
yeah.
inform people? And then that will probably like snowball into something else. Like I
Great.
recently made a video about YouTube links in your stories
Mm,
and teaching people how to like actually make the YouTube videos open up. So many people like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. Hey, can you help me out with this? Again, just going back to what we spoke about before, like being a service to others and then
yeah.
slowly letting them be a part of your community.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's good stuff for sure. Yeah. So yeah, just keep grinding. That's all we can do. Yeah. Well, do you have any other final thoughts?
But no, this was great, man. This was it's a really good interview. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, this is really good.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you being on and just being open. Like I found myself just literally like I'll just message somebody and be like, "Hey, you want to be on my podcast?" Like if they say yes, great. If they say no, I understand. So I appreciate you saying yes. Yeah. Well,
All right, man. Anytime. Like
yeah.
I love talking, so I'll
Yeah.
say yeah.
Yeah. I feel. Well, thank you for being on. Thank you guys for watching. And we'll see y'all next time. Be good, y'all. Peace out here, Grease.
All right. Peace.
So now we just gotta wait for it to load.